Thorazine, the first of the major tranquilizers, was given to several million patients within months of its introduction. Since then, dozens of others have come on the market. There are now drugs for almost every condition, drugs to tranquilize, even out extreme highs and lows, and drugs to lift you from your depression. Physicians were bombarded with advertisements, brochures, and other sales devices. The drugs quickly became the preferred method of treatment, but they cure nothing.
What they do is ameliorate the symptoms of the illness and hopefully, and even theoretically, restore a biochemical balance in the central nervous system. Now, in that sense, it's something like a diabetic that receives insulin. You can say, well, I take my insulin every day and my diabetes is in control. But if you ask me, am I cured of diabetes, I would have to say no.
You're having problems, you're having like chronic pain, and I don't really know about the whole chronic pain issue thing. Can you tell me about that?
Okay, well, a while back, like, oh God, the kids were like 11 and 12. We went skating at Scotty's. It was like a year after I had gastric bypass. So I lost about a little over 100 pounds, and I decided to go skating with the kids. And it started by me falling and hitting a kid's zipper, and I landed on my kneecap. And then one day I was walking, I was in an apartment that I was living in Quincy, and my knee gave out on me on the stairs, and I went down a flight of stairs at about 7 to 9 steps, and each part of the step, the little lip of the step, I hit with the bottom of my back, like right where the tailbone is. And as of 2 weeks ago, I got fired from my doctor because I missed an appointment because I was coughing so hard from my asthma attack that I had passed out finally, and I didn't hear my alarm. So she fired me, and I went to another doctor, and because of the knee issue way back in the day, I got the no narcotics thing at this other place that I went to where I'm not to be prescribed anything. And so they're ripping me off. Progressively over the last 6 years, I have a disc crushing out. I have another parts defect, they believe, in the L4. They can't quite trigger point that one yet. It's not showing as much as the one in the L5 for sure is totally making everything from the L4, L3, L2, and L1 degrade. I'm discouraged because they look at me like I'm a drug seeker and a drug addict and a doctor shopper, and I'm none of those things. If anything, I'm busting my butt to go through their hoops just to get to a pain doctor that will take care of me. And I had a really good one up in Maine. And unfortunately, things didn't work out up there, so I left. And on top of that, I'm still too heavy to have surgery. I have to be at 172 pounds. They got me referred to a pain management dude in Hannibal who does pain pumps and all kinds of stuff. So I don't want to pop a pill the rest of my life. I don't want to be, on narcotics the rest of my life. I'd rather have something different. And I've told doctors that I'm willing to do all kinds of alternative medicine. I've been willing to do medical marijuana. I did that up in Maine for quite a while. It worked fine. Not that I want to be stoned all the time, but and then the nurse, she said that stuff to me, and I said, look, lady, I said, what happened 10 years ago has nothing to do with who I am today. I think I'm a doctor shopper and a drug seeker. I said, but all I was trying to do was get the help that I was needing for my knee. And they still don't listen. They still think you're a doctor shopper. I mean, I honestly think if I was rich, like, all the stars and had all the money in the world, I'd get anything I wanted. But because I'm disabled on Medicare and Illinois public aid, like I said, if you're rich, you can get anything you want. Doesn't matter. But when you are where I'm at, and you have to go through loops and hoops and fight, in the system, nobody really wants to help you. They automatically just think you are what you are. They don't see in my record that I seriously am a chronic pain patient. I'm not faking it. I'm not making it up. It shows in my records that I have a broken back and It does not matter. It does not make a difference. They're terrified of the fact that so many stars have overdosed, and then they wonder why so many people these days are going to, hillbilly heroin or going to heroin now, and it's because you're cutting people off of the people that really need it off their pain medication. You're cutting everybody off it everywhere you go, and they're going the only things that they know that will help with the change of them taking me off of narcotics and everything. I did not want to falter and end up in a place where I didn't want to be, and that was in a mental unit or something like that. So I was like, you might want to give me something for depression, because this is going to hit me pretty hard.
Then how do you pay for all the doctor stuff?
How do I pay for all the doctor stuff?
Mm-hmm.
My Medicare pays for it. My insurance.
Prescriptions and everything?
Yeah, well, it took a good year for them to cover the hydrocodone, because some doctor in Maine had said I didn't need any other kind of narcotic other than tramadol. So it took a year for doctors to contact my prescription drug company and say, no, she really does need this. So now they're actually paying me back money that they owe me from all the medicine, all the times that I paid for it. Because 180 pills, is a whopping $100 or so a month. Mm-hmm. So I got about $1,000 coming back to me.
How long did you take hydrocodone?
Let's see here. I got back into Quincy last year. I started seeing my doctor roughly. I finally got in August. So, a little less than, let's see here, August, a little over a year. Like maybe 14 months.
Every day?
Every day. At first I was on 5 milligrams, and then it got to the point where I was on 10 milligrams 5 times a day. And I hated it, because there were times it didn't work. There were times it didn't work at all. And it was, it's just like stupid. They tried fentanyl strips on me, or patches, and it made my serotonin levels so high that it actually made me sick, so I couldn't do those. So that's why they upped it to 10 milligrams and upped it to 5 times a day. And it just, but as your body gets used to it, it just doesn't work. That's why I got tired. I don't want to be on pain medication all the time, because it's progressively just going to get me to the point where I'm on the highest medication there is. I don't want to do that. I would rather have surgery. I would rather have a pain pump. I'd rather do the ablations I was doing in Maine, where they burned the nerves in my back so that I didn't feel so much pain. And, I'd gladly do just about anything other than be on a pill. It's just, I just don't want to. Because a pill, it runs your life. Oh, well, I gotta take this, or if I don't take it, then I'm gonna pay for it later. And there would be times if I didn't take it, I would.